Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So I'm trying to sit on my seat properly. I've got my dressing gown on over the top of my clothes because it's freezing as usual and it's stopping me from being able to sit on my little computer seat properly. Anyways, the dramas of life. Hope you're all well and crafting away for the weekend. It's Friday night here, probably about 8 o'clock. My son is still in bed. So he's probably just lying there watching YouTube or something. So I have this gorgeous little journal in front of me. I've been wanting to revisit this one for ages and I thought it'd be nice to do something completely different tonight. I went to a retreat in March. I don't often get out of the house at all, and I got invited to this retreat, didn't think I'd be able to go, and then last minute I was able to go. So got myself all packed up and drove all the way interstate to go and meet 3 other awesome crafters. Now, Susanna Easdale was the one that held the retreat, and she had made a journal like this on her channel and wanted to show us how to make one. So she had the choice of, we could have chosen either a shabby chic journal or a Woodlands one. So 2 of the lovely ladies, Susanna and Jeanette, did the shabby chic, and then Amanda and I ended up doing the Woodlands one. So that was heaps of fun. And I just made the best friends ever there, and I think we're going to be friends for life now, I hope. So absolutely awesome time, and I'm so glad that I put myself out of my comfort zone and went all the way over there to meet these lovely ladies. So thank you, ladies. So yes, this is a cardboard cover that's covered in fabric and it's slightly embellished. Not sure if I'll add more to it or not. Now, I didn't get to finish mine, probably because I was too busy talking all the time. I do have that trouble sometimes. So, and then it's just tied together. Now, you might recognise that. I did a mini album recently in that style. And yes, this is where I got the idea from for that one. So, awesome. Easy to make. So I'll give you a quick flick at what I have done in here, but I'd really like to add a few pieces to it every now and again. So Susanna was wonderful when we went over there because she had all the bits ready to go and just gave us the biggest packs of embellishment and scrap bits that we could use to make it. So I love it. Just really textural. So, and she even had made some tags and that for us. Now, we were meant to take a paper pack to use, but because I was so late at figuring out that I could go, I didn't have a paper pack, so I used mainly what Susanna had for me, plus just old book pages as usual. So, isn't that cute? And then I got, we all got Susanna, well, I was cheeky and asked Susanna to write in mine, and so we all got Susanna to write in ours, which was really cool as well. So this, I think, was a paper bag. And there's another one of Susanna's tags that she had made ready for us. So I just covered this paper bag. It's another ready-made tag. I just created a little tuck spot there. I did buy, on the way over, I stopped at a scrapbooking shop and just bought, I think it was 2 papers that I used in some of the bits. So there's an envelope there. So we basically followed what Susanna had done in her journals and made them with the same, like bags, envelopes and pages and that. So I made this card. Susanna had given me this picture, which was awesome. So I just collaged a little journaling card that slips in there. Tight fit. There, that's better. He does go down so you can see the rabbit through the little window there. And then that's the other side, just with some book picture. Some lovely papers from my scrap bin. Now this is a book page that I've just cut to make a tuck spot. So there's still room to add some more things, and another paper bag. Now I know one of these paper bags I was meant to make a book to put in, apparently, and I never got around to it, so I've got a plan for that today. And this was another big gift bag that Susanna gave us, which we use as a page, tuck it up and make a cool tuck spot for it as well. So that's one of these envelopes. I don't think I put anything in there. Oh, I did. That would be one of Susanna's journaling cards that she made as well for me to use. And then I just embellished the front. So much fun. I'm going to make a few more like this, I reckon. Just heaps of fun with all the different materials and textures. Usually I try and keep all my journals quite flat, so it was fun to let loose, and if you make them like this, you know, you can add a fair bit of this chunky stuff, so it adds a lot of interest. So I don't think there's anything in either of my bags. I'm trying to remember what I did do. Had a lot of fun, that's what I did. A bit of glue there. So that's book page. I think they're just coming apart there, so I'll stick them back together. This is a altered CD cover. So I just covered it with coloured book page. Put some embellishment on there. Some of this beautiful paper that people get their, is it doTERRA or whatever stuff packed in? Then I used some of one of the scrapbook papers I got to do the back. And Jeanette had some of Tracy Fox's, I think they are labels, so I used a couple of those as well in this. And then this is just a bit of board that Susanna had that had this, can't remember if she stamped that or it was just on here. But it's a really cool picture. So it fit in there nicely to show out the window. Then these were more book pages, I'm pretty sure. So I did a top tuck there with some of my book picture. And this is Susanna's tag. Might put something on the front of that sometime too. It looks like eco-dyed paper on the back, which looks really nice. And that just slips up there. And oh, this is a bag that I had in my stash that I thought would go in this nicely as well, because it's sort of forest themed. And that's the other side of it, which I tucked up to make a little tuck spot. And this is a bag that Susanna had given us, which is beautiful, just like that, the way it is, I think. And then again, just some materials and laces down the bottom. And then I used this mushroom page, and I'm pretty sure it's a side tuck there. And that just looks lovely against the green and everything. And then that's the back of it. So awesome journal, really love it. So what I want to do first today is the lovely Amanda, who made one of these with me at the retreat, sent me a happy mail the other day, and in it she gave me this card. Now, does that not go perfectly? So I thought, well, where better to store it than in one of these bags that doesn't have anything in it. Maybe this one. It'd almost go in there, but it's a bit thick. I reckon it'll go in there quite nicely. So the thing is, though, it looks like there's room there to put some pages. Now, it has the most awesome message in there, so I'm definitely going to keep that. So I think I'm going to stick some coffee-dyed, tea-dyed pages in there and make a little booklet out of it, and then it can slip in there, so it'll be useful. I'll be able to use it to write some notes and that in. Now, I do have some of this scrap music paper that my mum dyed for me, so I might just use that. And I also have some of my coloured book pages as well, and I think I would like to use, I'm thinking brown, if I can find some. Got every other colour in here. If not, black would probably be, oh no, I've got some brown. Just see what size it is. I'll be able to make them work, I think, somehow. Let's see what else I have in here. That one's a bit thin. That one might work. You know me, I always have to grab the coloured pages out of all the books. They do come in handy though. What have we got in here? I think that's just scraps mainly. Just grab my cutter. That's pretty good, so I'll just take the rough edge off. Needs just a little bit. Try and get it straight would be good. Now if I fold that in half, it's still got its, I could use that as well. Fold that in half. Yes, I don't mind my dressing gown. It's a bit big and bulky, but it's just so cold. I've got the heater going, and I'm dressed. Yeah, so that's going to be too wide, but otherwise it's a good height. Take just over 1 centimetre off. Probably took too much off. Oh, it's not too bad. I think that'll do. Now I should probably start measuring a little bit. So I'll make it a little bit smaller than this first page. So that'd be those two. I reckon another 2 pages would be pretty good. Looks good. Just thinking, how wide? Yeah, so we could do it that way. Let's just do. Gee whiz, I think that's pretty crooked. It's hard to tell. Oh no, it's not too bad. Cut it at those marks. Be able to get the 2 pages out of the one piece here, which is good. semi-straight. And put them on top of each other. Open this one up and do a rough estimate. I want them a little shorter. About there would be all right. Which way are we going to want these? I might fold. Does it have anything that has Count Your Blessings up there? I might make this a middle page and I can maybe put some pictures on it at some stage. So I'll fold that one this way. Definitely crooked cutting, but that's all right. Maybe I should put that one next. And then we've got this one, which I'll fold that way. Crooked, I might just cut that down in a minute. How does it fit in? Pretty good otherwise. I'm just going to grab my knife, and if I have a cutting mat here, yes, my ruler. Make them a bit more uniform, I think. Oops. I think I just broke it. It seems to be staying there. That's the main thing. Flush with that one, but that doesn't matter. Let's just see what it's going to look like. Once it's in. I like that, all right. So, just thinking if I want to put anything down there first, but I don't think I do. We've got the note there, so I'll probably just find some pictures to embellish that with sometime. So we will get it sewn in. So I'll just check that this is all together all right. I think that'll do. Get it where we want it in here. Make sure it's all together. I mean, it is crooked and that, but it's a personal journal. I say that all the time in my personal stuff. It really doesn't bother me if things are a bit out of whack. So I'm going to clip the pages in. Now, I did have some cardboard I used the other day to punch my holes. We're just going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I like the way it looks, although we do have, oh no, it should be all right at the back here. So I just got to be careful. I'll put the first hole in the middle, and then one up the top, and one down the bottom. Just got some tatting thread here. I think I just heard my son getting up. Amazing. So where was I before I was so rudely interrupted by my son wanting to feed himself? So yes, I've got a strand of my tatting thread on the needle to do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Just thinking where I want to tie it off. I think I'll tie it off in the centre here. So I'll go through that way. And then up through. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see the hole up the top because of the sari silk on the outside. Should be easy to get through that. There it is. There we go. And then down to the bottom hole. Always get it hooked on my clips. And then we want to come back through the back of that middle hole. Make sure they're over the opposite sides of this middle thread, which they are. Not real tight because of this, which I should have checked first. But that's all right, I've only done a single knot, so that's going to be easy to undo. I'll just grab my needle, pull that out. It's a bit better. Might tighten it up just a little bit. Although it's pretty tight on the inside here. Well, that's definitely a bit tighter. I'm just going to tie a double knot. Chop it off. Take the clips off. Now we've turned Amanda's beautiful card into a little notebook now that I can use, and it's got her personalised message in the back, which will be awesome. Since we were at the retreat together, I just thought what a perfect place to put her card to keep it and the memories. So, absolutely love that. So as I said, I might still do more embellishments in there, but I'll see what embellishments and that I have first before I make a decision on what. So we'll put it in the journal. Move that out of the way. Just tidy up as I go. Someone on my Facebook group, I won't mention any names, just challenged me. I said I had a certain picture in a book somewhere and she challenged me to find it, thinking that I wouldn't be able to. So I showed her, which is amazing because with all the books and rubbish I have around here, I didn't think I'd be able to find it either. So it looked good in there as well. That's a really big pocket, so I might have to do like a really big journaling card or something for in there. I do think this one would be best to put this in. Like that. Just put it towards the outside of the bag. It will sit a bit better. Now, what else I did was I found a digital. It's another Tracy Lee Crofts digital here, and I printed the whole lot out because I really like it. It has a lot of different elements. This one is the Woodland Junk Journal Kit, printable. So it's a cabin in the woods. So it has pictures of like inside a log cabin or whatever. And they're just a perfect size for your journaling cards and that sort of thing. So it's that page. I printed the whole lot out because I know that bit by bit I'd use all the pieces. There's a few specifically which I think might go really well in this journal. So there's those of the cabin, and these look like they're like watercolours. Really pretty. Another one. I love the little, they look like little sparrows down the bottom. And then this one, which is probably my favourite. So a few of them I think I'll be using. This one looks more like winter. This one, which I also love, great belly bands and that sort of thing, borders. So I might see if I can do a belly band somewhere. And there's that one. Very nice. So I love the mushrooms and the owl in the background of that one as well. This one I really like because it's like little note pages, so you'd be able to make a little notebook with that one. So I might print that one again sometime on the thinner paper. And then there's this one. So that's a bigger picture there. That one with the fireplace and the bunny rabbits. And then we've got that one. So it's a lovely kit, so go and check it out. So I'm thinking what we might do is, let me just keep that one out. And that one. And I think I want to use some of that one. So I'll just grab the journal again. I really like the look of, thinking of putting one of these in there. I think it said there were 64 roundabout different pieces in this kit to be able to use, so a lot of bits and pieces for embellishing with. Now, which way does it go up? That way, I think. Oh, I suppose that one looks probably better. So, I might give that a bit of an ink. Just do the edges, and then I'm thinking I should probably do a bit of stenciling on the back just so it's not so white. Now take the mat away might help. And I do have a makeup brush thingy here. That'll do. You can see where I got it a bit dark, but that's worked out all right. No, actually, we'll just do the edges. There, so that's not so plain now. So what I do have here is just a whole lot of stuff that I collected on my trip, which I was going to put in this journal, but I don't know if I will now. I might have to make another journal for that. And these are all stuff that I probably should have unpacked. What's that? Oh, my frogs. All stuff that I probably could have used in other things, but I have it in here because it is to finish off this journal. So there's a whole lot of the trims that Susanna gave me here to use. So we should go through that and see if we can find a decent top. This would be nice too. Yeah, got all sorts. More pictures. There's enough in there to make another one or two of these sort of journals, which I might have to do sometime. So let's have a look what our options are. Got that, which would look really good. Might tip out some of this. That fairy stuff would be nice too, but I don't know about on the top of this. I've got some of this fabric there. So maybe we'll use a bit of that as a topper. It'll match nicely. See if we can fray it. So, I might just put a dab of this down, whack it on the back, and then I'll also round it a bit later. Now I don't want too much glue because it will show through this fabric. So I'll just let that dry. I've got some of this. Got all these fibres too. She gave us so much to work with, just heaps of fun. I sort of opened up my eyes to using so many different textiles in the one project. Kind of like a bit of that on there for some reason, so I might just do it. There, it sort of breaks up that pattern. The pattern was a little bit harsh for me for what I'm doing with it. Otherwise, I really love it, but to go where it is, I just wanted something a little bit extra on there. So I'll let that dry good so it doesn't stick in the spot. This has that tag in there. Marsh rabbit. We do have this greenish wool. And I really like that down there. So let's use some of that. Yes, I'll have to thank Susanna for showing us how to do this because it's very different from what I usually do. And it's so much fun. Checking that that's dry. This should be dry enough to slip in now. Just gotta be careful putting it in. There, that's better. I love this paper she gave us. really cute. Right, so we need something in there sometime. Do have some of this, which is a nice colour to go there. I think I was meant to put, yeah, I think we were meant to do lace in there. Which I could do with this, maybe. I think it would look all right. Let's cut some off and see what we can do. I could have been more attentive when she was showing us what to do instead of talking. I think I would like that in there. Now, should I stick that down there? Probably should. So this should be dry enough now. I've pinched it together, so that's going to sit together. So I've just got to trim this side of it now and grab these nice sharp scissors. There. Right, now this was the page that's just coming undone a bit, so we'll just grab the glue and stick that back together. Actually, I'm just having a thought, as you do. Look at all these trims. Right. I'm just wondering if I want to stick some of this eyelash trim in there when I stick it together so it sort of pokes out just a little bit. I got a little bit out, not as much as I would have liked, but it's still better than nothing. Still a bit of texture there. Pull that down. Oops, that didn't stick in there well, but that doesn't matter as long as some of it's stuck really well. It won't come off. It just gives us that little bit of texture. I'll just pinch it together. Now I did have, lost it around here somewhere. The other thing is we have our squirrel, don't we? Let's chop him out. So he looks pretty cool there. Whack him on. Some calico would look nice behind him. This isn't calico, but it almost looks like it might be the right size, so therefore it might be meant to be. I say, why not? Not sure which way I want it. Maybe like that. And that goes nice with the colour of the fabric behind. Make sure I cover up the glue. Alright, that's looking good. You could just keep adding to it everywhere, couldn't you? That's the fun of it. That's why I'm thinking I might not end up putting all of my stuff from the trip in here, because it's nice just adding pictures and all of this stuff to it. My fingers are so not working today. I reckon that'd be pretty cool. The other thing is putting it on the edge of here. Although I reckon that would annoy me more. So might do this and then make that the last thing for tonight. Now does it go? Yeah, it's long enough. It's missing one of its little baubles, but that's all right. And chop this off about there. A little bit sticking up. I'll fix that up in a minute. Just want to make sure this is stuck first. That's a bit better. Alright, so I'll do a quick recap, just because I like looking at it, so I'll make you suffer. So yes, this was a lovely flower motif, and then Susanna gave us the leaves were separate, like this. So stick them behind. It's got some doily underneath, corrugated cardboard, some materials. It's like Ada cloth there, I think. So yeah, still need to do that. This is pretty well done. That's pretty well done, although I still think it needs more, so we'll worry about that another time. Love that. Did I make that a pocket? Yeah, so we can put something in there as well. Probably not that, but it doesn't look too bad. Probably stick more there. Could do something around there. It'd be nice with some stamping or stenciling, I think. So in here was our little book. Just it works perfectly. And that turned out really good. So we've still got to embellish that somewhat too. That'll look really nice. Some embellishments in it. And we did a journaling card that I'll never get in and out again. We added this lace. So we've done a bit. Added the eyelash trim. I really like that. Has slipped out there, but that doesn't matter. As long as it doesn't come off completely. We put that there. I love that. Looks nice. And then we added the pom-pom trim. So that's really cool. I got heaps more done than I thought I would. I hope you were crafting away while I was bumbling around as usual. But yeah, great to revisit this one. Absolutely love the style of it. So I will put Susanna's YouTube down below. So go and check it out. You probably be able to find her journals like this somewhere if you look back a bit. And I'll also put Tracy Lee Croft's Etsy down if you want to check out the Cabin in the Woods, the Woodland themed journaling kit that I've been using for the extra little pictures and that as well, because it does have heaps of beautiful pictures to use. So take care, have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.